All right, hi graders. This is my first time doing a video like this. I had a couple of attempts, but this is my third try, so let's give it a go. So the required content for this video are to show my API data. I'm assuming my fetch API and demonstrate the output, and to demonstrate asynchronous functionality. I'm going to start with asynchronous functionality. If you notice on the screen, below my face is my index page. And then to the right of that is my VS Code. So this the data for these three buttons, or sorry, these three cards at the bottom is located, as you can see on my right, in a file named categories.mjs, and that's stored in my data file. So I export these using the keyword export, and then that's imported into my index.js JavaScript file. As you can see right here, import categories, which is the name of my file, from that data source. Then down below, I first of all start off with the display categories, which is of course a call to my function, and then the function just below imports the data categories as nil types, and then uses DOM to create elements and to store the data. If you go up on the top, I have my index file. This file is imported as a script using, of course, the type module. And then over on the right is the same index file. I just wanted to do a split screen show. And this shows my dialog. So this data is used both to populate the cards, as you see here, with a picture, a title, and a button. As you can see over here in my data file, we have the title, which is used, and the button is of course put on by my DOM, and then of course the picture location is here. As I mentioned, this is also used to populate my modal pop-up window. So if I click here, you can see my modal pops up. This one has playful and themes, so that pulls this information from this part of my storage file and displays more information here. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, of course, is using the fetch API. So I'm going to go to a different page, which uses my API. Get that out of the way for a second here. So this is my designs page. This has all the cards for my nails, my fingernails designs. As you can see, they're in three different sections, three different categories. This entire page is populated by the fetch API. So all this data is stored. If you go to my right again, all this data is stored in a JSON file in a JSON style format. And then that is imported, again further to the right in my VS Code, imported in a file called designs.js JavaScript. So if you look on here, we've got, first of all, I named the data location as oh my gosh, my brain's not working. Anyway, it's stored, and then that is later sent to a function, to an async function, as you can see here, get the nils data. And of course I have the try, the error, and the catch code to catch any errors and display those errors. And inside of here, of course, I have the await fetch right here to fetch that file, and then just below and store it as a response in a variable called response. And then of course it just checks if the response is okay. If it's not, it throws an error. And then if it is okay, it parses that response into usable JSON object. And then down below that, this gets this function gets called, which is display nils data, right at the bottom of this. And then this goes through the DOM and extracts that data, and of course puts it into my cards in a format. I use a filter function for each one of these, because there are three different categories. So I use a filter function to create three different arrays, three different lists, so that this can populate, if you look again on my left side, into the three different categories. So this is category 1, these are filtered into that category. Category 2, these cards, this information is filtered into that category. And category 3, this information is filtered into that category. The categories again are playful, 3D nails, and elegant nails. And I believe that was everything I was required to demonstrate. So I will sign off if I can figure out how to do that. Ha! I don't know how to stop my video.